Well, folks, welcome to another Mikey Live. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We've got sand, sea, sun, and food, boss. We're going to tell you about all that's happening in Grenada and even what's breaking the internet. Folks, here's what's. Okay, think for all to laugh, for all to cry, all the laughing. Get serious, okay? So, the food boss take the market by storm. Everybody's talking about the food boss. You know, you pay. Today there was this thing that you pay for once and you get free food for a year. And you know, some people had a belly. You know, anyway, we're going to talk about that here, Papa. Grenada records an additional COVID-19 case. We've got 12 active COVID-19 cases, according to the Minister for Health. 7 days mandatory quarantine required to travel for travelers to Grenada. Search continues for missing Carriacou woman, and food boss received backlash for leaving people hungry, among other things. Grenada Tourism congratulates Queen's New Year's List honorees. And also, there's a statement by the government of Grenada about the deferral of 4% salary increases for public officers for 2021. So we have that and a lot more to tell you about on tonight's Mikey Live program. So all you get comfortable, get a glass of water, you know, whatever it is, and and organize all yourself. All right, folks, we're coming back in a moment. All right. We got to let you know, by the way, that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, the Real Value IGA Supermarket, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Digicel Nawasa, Licks Laundry Detergent. All right. And of course, we want to say thank you to all those of you who have sponsored our headlines. Folks, we're taking a quick break and we will be back shortly.
Hey. Well, man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more?
Things tight since COVID, you know. And Christmas coming, the toys to build, my house and my car to repair. The wife go on chill with and what you want me to do?
I'm expecting to go all out with more.
But what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away. And the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them never look good. Who they want them on?
Well, what? Like you have more than your ass. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going on this mode? You don't need it. Leave the mud, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform. Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, they easy?
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Feel good facts.
Avoid the most common causes of spreading the flu. Cover your coughs and sneezes with a tissue, dispose of it straight away, and either wash your hands or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Showtime shop at Quartz. We got all the things you want.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
just give them licks.
If your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
give them licks.
If your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E, and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
just give them licks.
Just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark, and dust still on your floor?
Power! Licks for them!
If your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks?
Licks!
So the color's fading and the stains still in your clothes, huh?
Licks, licks, licks!
Your product's giving you licks?
Then choose Licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
All right, family, so welcome back to another Mikey Live program. And we'd like to say hello to those of you who are joining us for the first time. We'd always like to say that we appreciate you being here. And for those of you who are always on the program, the usual suspects, hello to you. And don't forget, again, it's important that you share the business so that other people get to know that we are live. Earlier, the Ministry of Tourism and the Grenada Tourism Authority say that they want to extend congratulations, and that is to the Grenadian Sons of the Soil, recently recognized in Her Majesty the Queen New Year Honor List 2020 Caribbean Hotelier of the Year, Leo Gabbard. He was recognized with a member of the Order of the British Empire Award for service to the hospitality industry. Gabbard, who has given 30 years of service to the tourism industry in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, is the owner of one of Grenada's premier luxury properties, the Calabash Luxury Boutique Hotel. Yeah, son. You understand? So they do good. They do good. You understand? So congratulations. The family-owned Calabash has enriched Grenada's tourism portfolio with quality room stock and international recognition. Along with his family and the team at the Calabash, Gabbard has been a strong advocate of education, being a trustee of the Grenada Schools, Inc., which has built 25 libraries in primary schools across Grenada and Carriacou. Oh, he did that too. Yeah, let's watch them. Grenada Schools, by the way, Inc. That organization, I love them. You know, they are so active and ever present. You understand? I don't think they get the recognition that they need. You know, whenever we see like a thing on, we share it for, you know, what they have. But I'm telling you, they're doing well. Also recognized with was a seven-time Formula One champion, Lewis Hamilton. His grandparents are Grenadian, so that makes him Grenadian too. He was knighted for service to motorsports, you know. I saw them making some racial slurs and all kind of thing on social media with regards to his recent achievements. But tell him all, man, anyway, let me leave that talk right there. Additionally, UK singer and songwriter Craig Davis, who was Grenadian roots, was recognized with the Order of the British Empire designation. You understand? So, all of them there who get like a business and thing, we have to say congratulations to them. Yeah, all did well. Yeah, understand? For all yourself and all the family, all the raise, all the family knows. Yeah, understand? All right, we are moving on. All the way, we received like a correspondence from the St. George's University. You understand? They announced that Dr. Maurice Loukas has been appointed to the role of Dean, School of Medicine for St. George's University. Dr. Loukas is only the 5th Dean of the School of Medicine in the university's 44 years history and will continue to be based in Grenada. You see that Dr. Loukas will report to Dr. Richard, all right, Leibowitz, something so. I hope I pronounce it right. All right, and that's the Vice Chancellor. All right, and succeeds Dr. Stephen, all right, Witzman, who has been with the St. George's University for over 40 years and will remain with SGU as Dean Emeritus. Now, good luck to you guys, all right? We've also posted a little thing on that on our page, so all you could check it out. Now, the industrial climate in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, Sandy Island, Calivini Island, and all them small islands heating up people. It all has to do with the deferral or suggestions of the deferral of 4% salary increases for public officers. For 2021, the government say things hard, you know what I mean? But the public workers saying, oh, so things hard, but all they get money to pay how much? Millions in US dollars to repurchase Grenada shares. So that means all you have money. So if all you have money, pay me money and vex with me. You know what? This is news discuss. In a nutshell, that is the whole business. You understand? So the government is saying, hey, listen, we can't afford to pay. Things hard. We're not saying that we're not going to pay you. But what I'm telling you now, things hard, Dad. You know what I mean? It's hard for all countries. It's hard for all governments. You know? We go pay the money, you know, but we go trust this service for now. You know, like when you go in the shop, Miss Catherine, mommy said to trust me upon her rice. To trust upon her rice, she'll pay money. Right. So the government is trusting. They're asking for like a trust. In fact, in the words of the man I'll make it on the People's Code the other day, a trust. The government is asking to trust, but they go pay. And the teacher said, me ain't trusting all you. You didn't see the sign here? Yeah, then trust no friend. Yeah, I mean, we're trusting nobody. So, they are going a little back and forth. So, we had Minister Oliver Joseph speaking on the matter. Now, we don't want to double up. We have a comprehensive report on that in the national report. So, we're going to bring it here and then bring it back there again. So, in about 10-15 minutes, so you will see it, what Minister Joseph was speaking about and thing. So, they're saying that during the period September 8th, 2020 to December 31st, a team representing government invited trade unions and state and staff associations, to discuss the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the public service. You know, they say they had a good discussion and they're trying to show the vibes. You understand? But then people say nothing no go so. You understand? no choice. Yeah, bit. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little later. Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember the little. Hey, I forget. Look at the man picture. The man did greening and all. Don't tell me the man greening on me thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't with the band so long and the band stand up there only watching what we business, you know. But anyway, see you later. So, oh, yeah. Hear that piece. You all remember the situation with the truck driver and the other one from the company with the drink, and they somebody videotaped them in the road when the people block the road, and they bring them in the business and they dancing on them the business on the thing. According to one staff member, the individual that was involved in that was relieved of his duties at the company. Yeah, the company take it serious. You know what I mean? In the COVID-19 time, woman whining on you in your work clothes on the company vehicle? No, sir. So according to one staff, people are in a line after the staff, my source. They say the individual has been relieved of his duties of the company. What's saying, dog? Yo! I see another getting man a blind. You know what I mean? Put a little thing on the record, say, well, boss man, you should have known better than that. You know, give me a little write-up. You know what I mean? So that, and you know, sometimes when you give people write-up and things, they just improve. So out of that situation, you might have had a better worker. You know what I mean? But the company thought otherwise. They fired him man. You know? No, dog. What I'm saying is, me I don't be such a wassy person and I like to be straight and narrow. Eh? But if I'm faced with a situation like this, like that, I don't know what I go do. Maybe I'll take a wine too and take she phone number. You know what I mean? Just in case I get COVID to call and tell her, you know what I mean? If you give me COVID, you have to pay for the bills. You know what I mean? But now, boy. Anyway, lady that talk. Hey, if I can't see if I think stand up and give all that wine, but I know not kind of short. You know what I mean? I'll give her some waste on the program tonight. I'll have a ball. Lucky I don't have like a thing to give me like a height. Anyway, hold on. Next story now. Serious business now. All right. Enough. Let's get serious now. Grenada recorded an additional COVID. In fact, we have 12 active cases of COVID-19 now in Grenada. And that is according to the Minister for Health, Minister Nicholas Steele. Now, he made that announcement today at a press conference. You know, they was having like a press conference today. And not all the time Mikey will be on a press conference. You know, every time people do a press conference, Mikey, how come you don't do any press conference? So you have free food there. Yeah, I mean, give me a time here, Papa. Anyway, here's the minister.
12 active cases at present. Of those 12 cases, 10 are travel related, 2 related to our December cluster. 1 new case to announce today, bringing that total that I just announced. With respect to travel protocol.
Right, so I'll hate for all the stuff. And don't ask me about nothing. Earlier, there has been a slight change, a slight shift in the travel protocols for Grenada. So let's explain this. You came to Grenada with a negative PCR test. You are still to be quarantined. On day 4, in most cases, you are tested and you await your results. More often than not, these results come within the 5th, 6th, and the 7th day. Most cases, 5th and 6th day. And then once you get that results and it's negative, you bounce. That has since been changed, according to the minister, as he explains what the new protocol
With respect
is.
to travel protocols, we have taken into consideration the most recent release from the Center for Disease Control, which was in December, which says the CDC recommends that individuals get a pre-travel test between 1 and 3 days before travel, that individuals get a post-travel test between 3 and 5 days after travel, and that individuals remain in isolation for 7 days after travel. Now, what we have had up to yesterday was that individuals had to get, as CDC said in December, a pre-travel test of 1 to 3 days, 72 hours. We were testing individuals on day 4. The CDC announced and revised in December that persons should be tested between day 3 and day 5. So we have made a decision that we will test on day 5. We would go to the extremity of the CDC recommendation, and that the CDC now recommends that individuals remain in isolation after travel for 7 days. We previously had it persons being released between day 5 and day 6. We will now move to persons remaining in quarantine isolation at a state-approved facility for 7 days. So they will be tested on day 5, and regardless of whether they receive their negative test results before the 7th day, they will be requested to remain in quarantine until the 7th day after traveling into Grenada. So that is the adjustment that we are making on the revised recommendations from the CDC as of December. Also, with respect to travel or travel related, we have continued the direct commercial flight restrictions from the United Kingdom. So there is a restriction on direct commercial flights from the United Kingdom, and that goes until the end of January. However, individuals with a travel history from the United Kingdom can still come to Grenada from a third-party country once they meet the criteria of the 72-hour negative PCR test before arrival in Grenada, and also will have to go through the quarantine as I just described it.
Thank you very much, Minister for Health, Nicholas Steele. Now, also, if on day 7 there are still outstanding test results, then persons will be required to remain in quarantine until the results are ready. All right, so you understand that, right? So if right now they're saying to you a minimum of 7 days. All right, so you're likely to go home on the 7th day. But if like things that had happened in December where there was a strain on the system and you are still in quarantine, you can stay there up as much as 14 days or until you get your test results.
But I know we have told people to make a reservation for a minimum of 7 days, and that the quarantine period is actually 14. And that if medically cleared before that, they would be, and that we would test on day 4, and once they had a negative test result, and we received that negative test result, we would clear them. Over the December period, as Barbados is experiencing now, we found ourselves inundated with the number of tests we had to do related to the December cluster, as well as individuals traveling in, which, as for almost every country in the world, December over the Christmas New Year's period is one of the highest travel periods as well. So we had a sort of a double load on us, and we were delayed with releasing individuals, but we made sure up front that individuals are told they are to book for a minimum of 7, and that the quarantine period actually is 14, and that we would endeavor to release them. As we are now saying, they'll be released on day 7 once they have a negative test, and we have those results. If there are delays because of demands within the community of us getting those negative test results back, we would not be able to release people on day 7, and we would have to rely on the other form of quarantine mandate, which is with or without a test, 14 days quarantine.
All right, so again, folks, a minimum. Don't go and say the man said 7 days quarantine. He said a minimum of 7 days, so it can be from day 7 that you're released up to day 14. But in most cases, they will endeavor to have you released on day 7. All right, so that's what you need to relay to your friends, your family, those who intend on traveling to Grenada. Okay. Okay. Next thing now. Earlier, Food Boss is a company recently launched on the market. Now they are promising some very attractive monthly, daily plans and then kind of business. One such is that you pay. What do you think say? Why pay today? Something so. Hold on. Let me don't misquote them people, because this program is about facts. Let me get a business. It says extended offer. Pay $50 before 4 p.m. today, 12th January, and get free lunch for the entire year of 2021. Oh God! Hold on, I ain't done with all it yet. Back and I'll start. Here the next one now. What was the next one? I'll take all the time in me. Don't push me now. Don't rush me now, dog. What is that one? But you know what? Y'all get the point. Okay? We ain't even going to that. So there was some very amazing, very attractive offers for people. You understand? They call them food plans. 1 month food plan, $100 bag. You understand? Then they had $350 for a 6-month food plan. And then for 1 year, $450. Listen, $450 that week food for me, that. Yeah, I mean that week, well, let's say about 2 weeks. Let's not exaggerate. That 2 weeks food for me. $450. In some cases, that's a month. But here they are telling you, pay $450 and you get food for a whole year, dad. In fact, they up the ante a bit by saying, listen, here's what. Very special offer. Pay $50 before 9 a.m. that was today and get free lunch for the entire year of 2021 from the Food Boss Catering Services. You understand? And then they provide you with a number. But then later on in the day, they extended that to say, okay, well, it was 9 a.m. No, 4. No, it's going to be 4. So if you can afford to pay for 1 lunch, 4 p.m., then again food for the January. So, Grenadians fall for that. While that was brewing in the background, you had people complaining that, listen, women food, all Grenada is a real place. You understand? You have people, women food. You understand? Listen, them people break the internet. I ain't even making it up. Them people break the internet. I ain't making it up. You understand? If you see thing on social media today about the boss, sorry, what all about the boss. Yeah, I mean, you understand? I'll get a name calling, all kind of business about who running the business and who ran the business and nah, Papa. I know some of the text looking kind of stretched, but I'll look at the point. I'm just showing you to show you. I'm just showing you that the ish just got real. I watch a Grenadians journey though. Grenadians journey thing for them to cry and they laughing there. We see thing for them to cry they laughing. Grenadians all the journey. I don't think it's easy to fuck up at 450. Watch somebody write a whole book, a whole encyclopedia, Britannica, Somebody say the co-worker waiting on the food since yesterday. Another person say, well, food boss usually come late, so they just take the food and put it in the fridge for the next day. I ain't making it up. So right now, food boss is trending. Some say it's like a Ponzi scheme. You understand? Because there is a comparison to other such schemes that is associated with the same person who's running the food boss. You understand? Anyway, I hope you food digest. I hear them people will be cooking overnight and you know what I mean? I hear them people will be camping out and cooking. You know what I mean? So there might be an effort, but in terms of the intention of the effort is what is being put to question. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's leave that talk. We're looking for time. Like, listen, I find out need to get serious on the programming truth. Everything's a joke for all you. You know what I mean? Let's get serious. I'm serious now. An 84-year-old woman, Madeline Ray of Mount Royal in Carriacou, the sister Isle of Carriacou, is still missing according to one report. They have mounted some search teams and have been searching for the past 2 days and have not come up with anything positive as yet. And of the family, they're worried but hopeful that she will be found. They say it's not the first time that this has happened, but it's certainly the longest that she's been out. And for every minute that passes by, her chances grow slimmer and slimmer, and that's the reality. If she is out having to deal with elements, the cold and all that. And so there are hopes that she will be found soon. Very tough, very, very tough situation. Very tough situation in Carriacou right now. They're out there trying their best to find this woman. Thank you, Shireen. I realize that we are running out of time. My timekeeper says that we are running out of time, folks. So I think that's a cue for me to take a break right now and transition into our next segment of the program. All right, so let's take a little, cool down a bit. I know I like a little melee and let's cool down a little bit. I drink a little water and then we're coming back shortly.
Hey, man. Well, man, that's you making us that trip. Why doing all this more? Things tight since COVID, And Christmas coming, the toys to build, my house and my car to repair, the wife want to with and what you want me to do?
I'm expected to do all that with mother.
But what you want me to do?
Why don't go down my communal? You don't have to pay them until January. They have 20,000 in giving away, and the interest rate low.
And listen to me, I try them orders and them people good. Who they want them on?
Well, watch. Like you have more than your ass. Choose your loan at communal, giving you the money for what you want to do. It's a loan for you.
You know what? I'll get them a little try.
Listen. Where you going all this money? You don't need it. Leave the money, man. When you go down there, the rate's low. Low.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol. Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Showtime shopping Quartz. We got all the things you want.
It's showtime at Quartz. Shop today and save up to 30% off on selected Whirlpool cooker. Plus, get a chance to win amazing weekly prizes with purchases of $299 and over. So don't delay. Get what you need now and pay absolutely nothing until 2021.
Showtime. We got it. Just what you need. Yeah, Quartz got it.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
If your whites aren't looking whiter and brighter,
just give them licks.
If your clothes isn't feeling soft and smelling fresh and scented all day,
give them licks.
If your dishwashing liquid doesn't smell like lemon, protects your hands with vitamin E and gets rid of that stubborn grease,
just give them licks.
Just now. So that old smell, stain, grease mark and dust still on your floor?
Power! Licks for them.
If your toilet still has those stains and dirt marks?
Licks!
So the color's fading and the stains still in your clothes, huh?
Licks, licks, licks!
Your product's giving you licks?
Then choose Licks from Walker Enterprises. Also available at all leading supermarkets.
All right, family, it is time for the national report. It is time for the national report. We'll do that, and following the national report, we'll have the weather. So he was not well today, but he's doing much better. For the amount of remedies that people gave so that we could get rid of the fever on this little one here, it's not funny. Somebody called me and said, Mikey, please don't try those things. Please. Oh boy. Anyway, so thanks to everyone who shared their concern. He's feeling much better, as you can obviously see. And yeah, so thanks again for your calls and your messages and your concerns. So we're doing the national report right now, then we'll have the weather for you.
Government requests deferral of 4% salary increase for public officers for 2021. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Tuesday, January 12th, 2021, I am Rikisha St. Louis. The government of Grenada is requesting deferral of payment of the 4% salary increase for public officers for 2021, which amounts to $13.2 million. In a statement issued on Tuesday, government said, while the increases were agreed upon in good faith, it is asking trade unions and staff associations that consideration be given to deferring any significant increase in recurrent expenditure given the uncertainty of the economic climate as a result of COVID-19. Government has had to bear the brunt of the impact of COVID-19 and took immediate emergency policy action to provide support to households and businesses, which involved significant unplanned expenditure. At the same time, government continued to protect its workforce from the loss of jobs and wage cuts while providing bailouts for others. Wages and salaries for all public officers have also been paid in full and on time every month.
The reality of the situation is that government must actually find $13.2 million to fund the increase in recurrent personnel expenditure. The 4% salary increase is a permanent addition to government's wage bill. Unlike the repurchase of the WRB shares in Grenada, which was a one-off expenditure on a revenue-generating capital asset. To equate the two is ill-informed and willfully misleading. Further, the funds used for the Grenada repurchase came from grants and soft loans which were intended for capital development projects in the 2020 budget, and any deviation can jeopardize Grenada's future ability for such funding.
Head of the government negotiating team, Honorable Oliver Joseph. He says it is not in the government's interest to defer the 4% since that will mean the return of a retroactive salary payment and 8% compounded interest payable in January 2022. But he says in its discretion, government deems it a reasonable ask to defer salary increases for 2021.
It is important to see here that government is in no way attempting to shirk its legal obligation. In fact, the government of Grenada accepts that we will have to pay the increase. However, what we are saying is that we are not able to afford payment in 2021, and based on the ongoing economic uncertainty due to the pandemic, we cannot project when government will be able to pay same. However, we hope the economy will recover sooner rather than later. Government reassures the nation of its commitment to secure the jobs of all its employees. Government has a responsibility to make the payment, and we also have a responsibility to manage the country's financial resources in the best interests of the nation. Government therefore kindly requests the understanding and acceptance of bargaining agents to defer the payment of the 4% salary wage increases for the year 2021.
An addition of one confirmed COVID-19 case has been recorded in Grenada. The individual exhibiting minor symptoms arrived on island from the United States and is currently in quarantine. This brings the total amount of active cases to 12, 10 being travel-related, while 2 are related to the cluster of cases in December 2020. Minister for Health and Social Security, Honorable Nicholas Steele, disclosed the information during the government's weekly post-cabinet press briefing on Tuesday. He explained that individuals must be medically cleared to ensure safety for all.
There is to clear from COVID-19. There are 2 ways. One is negative PCR. In fact, it's supposed to be 2 negative PCR in a 24 or 48-hour period, or as WHO PAHO recommends, 14 days passing. What we have done is relied on both. So in this instance, those individuals would have passed their 14-day since their first positive result, but we are still, out of an abundance of caution, waiting for negative PCR results from them before we clear them. Out of an abundance of caution, we are doing that, and it is the same policy we've had for individuals who test positive in quarantine, or individuals who test positive from transmission from someone here in Grenada.
Grenada has recorded a total of 139 positive cases. Continuing the news, newly appointed Attorney General Deferral says the new Emergency Powers COVID-19 Proclamation 2021, which was announced on Monday, January 11th, is legal, as it was done within the ambit of the law by the Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Cecile La Grenade, and gazetted. The new proclamation will last for 21 days, which will bring it to February 2nd, 2021. Her statement follows concerns raised on social media that the proclamation was done by the cabinet and is not legitimate. The Attorney General explained that the Emergency Powers COVID-19 Proclamation 2021 went through all the legal procedures before it was announced.
In the normal scheme of things, a declaration of emergency, that proclamation that accompanies it lasts for 21 days, and that would have lapsed today's date. So what would have been done is that initial declaration of emergency was actually revoked, and a new declaration was done by the Governor General. So that was done yesterday on the 11th of January 2021, and of course it was properly gazetted, and all necessary steps that had to be taken for it to come into effect were in fact undertaken. Moreover, that state of emergency, that proclamation, is going to last for 21 days, so it runs until the 2nd of February 2021, and that will apply unless the Houses of Parliament fail to pass a resolution during that period, either to adopt the proclamation that has been made by the Governor General.
Adjustments were also made to the Emergency Powers COVID-19 Regulations 2020. The daily curfew was extended from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Attorney General calls on Grenadians to become more familiar with the COVID-19 regulations to avoid conflict with the authorities.
For funerals, weddings, and private gatherings, they are now up to 20 persons, and if you need to have anything beyond that number, then it's merely a matter of applying to the Chief Medical Officer and the Commissioner of Police for permission to get that additional permission for the extra numbers that you need itself. So I encourage everyone to familiarize yourself with the regulations, so you know what are the things that you are required to do as a matter of law. Of course, you know the curfew time from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. in terms of social activities, whether it is at your private home or funerals or weddings.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Protect yourself and our community from COVID-19. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If soap and water are not available, use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 70% alcohol. Use a tissue when blowing your nose, sneezing, or coughing. Immediately discard the tissue properly and wash or sanitize your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Let's do our part to ensure that each and every Grenadian remains healthy. To stay up to date, visit the Government of Grenada's webpage or the Ministry of Health's Facebook page. For more information, contact the Ministry of Health's hotline by calling 53-VIRUS. This has been a public service announcement brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell on Tuesday attended the 13th Special Emergency Meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of the Caribbean Community. Other members of Grenada's delegation included Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Business and Carriacou Affairs, Honorable Oliver Joseph, Permanent Secretary in that ministry, Mrs. Roxy McLeish Hutchinson, Grenada's Ambassador to Carriacou, Ali Gill, and Grenada's Ambassador to the OECS, Kathisha Williams. The meeting discussed, among other things, access to COVID-19 vaccines for Carriacou member states. A statement on this is expected from Carriacou. Another topic of discussion was the border dispute between Guyana and Venezuela. In a statement issued Tuesday afternoon, Carriacou expressed deep disappointment and concern with recent statements by Venezuela and voiced full support of the judicial process underway at the International Court of Justice, which is intended to bring a peaceful and definitive end to the long-standing controversy between the two countries. The statement also reiterated Carriacou's firm and unwavering support for the maintenance and preservation of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Guyana. Finally, in the news, Minister for Education Honorable Emmeline Pear says the government will continue to address the issue of internet connectivity as the ministry distributes devices to students and the teachers at various institutions. Before the 2020 lockdown, the ministry partnered with the Caribbean Regional Communications Infrastructure Program, CASIP, and service providers to install high-speed internet in schools across the island. Minister Pear says her ministry has been thinking way ahead and has laid the foundation to provide students with the significant resources for learning.
We have that in place, which is beautiful if there's no lockdown. So as a child, you go to school, you don't have internet at home. Of course, you can download everything that you need to use at home. You can download it. But another thing that is also beautiful is that when we went into ebooks, we ensured that those books did not require internet, that the child didn't need internet at home to use them. But then what if I want to go onto YouTube to look at a video that is educational? Or what if I need to go to a site that I need internet? So I need to Google, for example. Now that remains a challenge for us. And so what are we going to be doing? One, we actually did work with our service providers and of course the kind support, both line and digital, and they zero rated all the sites that we gave to them.
From assisting vulnerable families in different constituencies, forging forward into 2021, more will be done.
We have to start viewing internet connection no longer as a luxury, but as a necessity. So some time ago, a parent who did not have electricity would put that whenever she is able to do so. And now, at the constituency level, we've been assisting parents to install electricity in their homes. Now, those would be vulnerable families and families with students in school. And we have done quite a large number of persons because, of course, if you're going to be putting internet, you must first have some level of access there. Now, the second thing is that we are now looking at internet service in the same way. So in this new year, we are going to be helping families where there are students in school, where they are very vulnerable and probably never had and cannot afford. We are going to assist those families.
That story just ended the national report for today, Tuesday, January 12th. Let's recap the top story. Government requests deferral of 4% salary increase for public officers for 2021. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Rakisha St. Louis saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
Thank you very much. And here comes the weather. Generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with a possible isolated trade wind shower. Now, tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough. Waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters. A marine advisory is in effect. And folks, let's say hello to a few people on the program. In fact, everyone currently tuned into the program. Hello, Richard, how are you? And Cynthia, Celine, and Shemaine, Kieran, Lintona, and Mom Suzette the first and the second, Michelle the first and the second, Trevelyn, Angel, Atalia, Zaka. You guys are so loyal. Hazel, Rose, Javar, Joycelyn, Vicky, Sharon. It's like you guys never miss a program. If I had money, you know, it would be raining on all of you. You know, just go have fun. You know, Deslin, Kenny, Avril, Ezran, Deslin, Irma, Rolanda, Deborah, Duchess, Lisa, and Osric, and who else? Everyone on the program, basically. All right, everyone. Gemma. Sorry to hear that, Gemma, about your nephew. I'm really sorry to hear. Very sorry. Prince. Hello to you as well, and the Spice Girl, and Kirin, and everybody else. Who waiting for Ham? The Ham expire. Cassie, Sherrianne, Marilyn, and yeah. So everyone, Marianne, and Denise. Thanks, guys. All right, and Jamal. Take care of yourselves and your family until we meet again tomorrow, God's willing. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja. No. Stay safe, everyone, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a good one.